Hello, everybody. My name is Msa Mashangu. Welcome to another beautiful chat on all things weddings, right here on our great podcast that we love dearly. You love it, right? For sure you do. Listen, before just housekeeping rules. Subscribe, like, comment, share, hit the notification bell. And please, if you joining us for the first time, excuse me, and if you are here for your second, third time, thank you so much for being part of the family. Please do continue to spread the word as we continue building this podcast. Talking all things weddings, and in no particular order, as you know it. This is once again something I'd love us to talk about, which normally happens, and it sort of wastes our monies, when we are preparing and getting married, and facilitating a wedding day. I've seen it over and over. I saw it also, on my personal wedding, and we need to, be in the lookout for such things and plan best, when we are thinking around this thing. So, out with it, Msa. What is it? It is booking a videographer and a photographer. Okay? Very, very important, that one. Very, very important. So how do we go about it? Okay, let me first talk about the mistake I think that most people make. Most people make, and which makes something not make sure right there. So first of all, Njoguti, we, on the wedding space, in terms of photography and videography, in that space, is that I think that market is populated by, and this is not in a racial way or in a bad way, by white people, okay? And that's because they really are great at what they do. Photographs, man, they will have all these lenses, their editing is on point. They are professional too, so they will get there on time. They will do the job, guys. They will really do the job. And I have to give a shout out to my old man here, Mr. Banti Vivias from Matat. Shout out to you, my old man. Love you so much. He's in photography as well. Guys, check him out. He does the best. He did our wedding. So he does the best photography that you can get in town. So here's the thing. We book, we don't really check, number one, when it comes to video. It is very important that you book someone that understands the language. Very, very important. Very important, that one. Get someone who understands the language. Number two, ask questions, like how many video cameras do you have and how many cameras are you bringing at the wedding? So number one, it must be a person that understands the language. So if you are Xhosa, Sotho, Zulu, Tswana, Pedi, whatever language that you are, the service provider you are booking must understand your language. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you want to capture every moment of your wedding, okay? And so if the MC or anyone who's talking at that particular time, you want the video camera to turn and capture that moment. So if a joke is being made by the MC, myself, about someone in the audience, the guy on the camera must be able to turn, because first of all, he understands the language, he understands what's going on, understands the mood at that particular moment, and must go and capture that moment. So if it's someone that cannot understand the language, the camera will stay here, stationed on the person that we're talking about. And most of the time, the mistake again that happens with that is that If we don't ask questions like how many cameras are you bringing, you'll find that they will bring one camera, that camera which will just be stationed for the speakers. It won't even move and go to, other people. And the disadvantage also is that if that one camera moves and captures the moment somewhere, there are a lot of things that are happening, at least if it's like two cameras, the one camera can be stationed, in front, capturing the whole front, and the one camera can revolve and take moments within the audience. You see what I'm saying? If there's a joke there, if there's something nice going on there, if there's singing going on there, there's a vibe going in that corner, the other camera is able to do that. And if you can have more than two cameras, even perfect. So ask those questions, guys. How many cameras? Don't go for one camera. Don't go for one camera, please. It has to be two cameras. And, and secondly, it has to be someone that understands the language. It can be a white person. It can be a white company. That's no problem. But they just need to understand so that, your wedding is captured proper. And here's the thing. You don't want to go back and watch your video, and not be happy. Because these things come, at an expensive price. They're not cheap at all. The service comes quite pricey. So you want to pay for something which will be worth your while. And in this instance, when you're talking wedding, it is your lifetime, and even your children will still come back. And so it is generally nice to see everything, that will be happening, that would be happening on your wedding, So yeah, language. Number 2, cameras. Ask those questions. They are very, very important. The other thing as well is that be strict on time, So and capture. My camera guy calls it B-rolls as well. Those little moments, and edit it nicely so that it's nice to watch it again. Yeah. And as we end it off is that, and this thing is common with us, abantu bakithi, abantu bamnyama, when we run our companies and doing and giving people services, is that we do not respect people. So camera people, once again, and videographers, this is now, us, mostly us, let's be on time, value people, value people. Don't take people for granted. If you agree on something, make sure, people, please, that you represent us well at these events. Capture great content, bring good equipment, come dressed up nicely. You can't just come at a wedding and not, honor it, just come dressed up nicely, looking good, and give the best service. And then even come back again, meet your deadlines. If you said you're going to bring 100 pictures and a video by this time, please keep to it, because these people pay money, for this service, and they expect you as well to meet them, to meet your end of the contract. And the last thing with this thing is that please have a written agreement, guys. Have a written agreement with service providers. And this goes across board. Have a written agreement so that in case something happens, at least you have something on paper and that you can do something about it. So, very important, number 1, has to be someone that understands the language. Especially, I'm talking video cameras. Video has to be someone that understands the language. It has to be, more than one camera. At least 2 cameras so that you capture your best moments best. Okay, one camera is stationed somewhere, one camera is moving, and if there's another one, and guys now, are taking the game to the next level. They have, these ones that fly. It's even great. So that your wedding day can remain a great memory for you as a couple and for your children and for your children's children. I love you so much. If you love it, please share, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. I'll see you on the next one. My name is Msa. Mahlangu, and we're talking all things weddings. Cheers.